Today on Mormon Times, President Uchtdorf's powerful message on patience.
Exercise faith and hope in the Savior, and never give up.
Hear his advice on not simply enduring, but enduring well.
And so that was the beginning of a new way of life.
Paralyzed in a surfing accident, Jack rushed and learned it's good just to be alive. Inspiring advice on accepting the will of God in the face of great trials. And learn what the scriptures teach us about adversity. Author Michael Wilcox helps us apply these principles in our everyday lives. Good Sunday morning and welcome to Mormon Times. I'm Kathy Aiken. It's been said the worst solitude is to be destitute of sincere friendship. We found two young men from West Jordan's Cobble Creek 4th Ward whose friendship is not only sincere, but inspiring to all. Mormon Times correspondent Brooke Walker shares their story.
You ready to go?
This is a story of a most unusual bond. The story of 17-year-old Mac Bodden and his very best friend.
Hi, I'm Cameron Judd.
Cameron Judd was born with cerebral palsy, and while he can't talk for himself, his specialized computer speaks what's in his heart.
Is Mac your best friend?
Yes.
They went to kindergarten together and first grade and clear through junior high and now high school, and they're inseparable. They do everything together.
I know, I just love Cam. We just, you spend so much time with one person, you just have a certain bond.
That bond gets stronger each and every day, whether it's Mac and the rest of his ward members helping Cam at miniature golf, or Mac double dating with Cam at senior prom. But perhaps the greatest example came during the cross-country season. Mac wanted Cam to run with him.
The relationship that Mac and Cam have is just something else. Mac just come up and says, I'll just sacrifice my senior year and run with him and just push him along.
Nice job, nice job.
So Mac pushes Cam along in a jogger. Not an easy task over an uneven 3-mile course. And by doing so, Mac had to forego varsity competition and drop down to junior varsity.
This is way more fun. So I really haven't given up anything. Just a little bit of time is all.
I get emotional because to see Cam have that kind of experience is amazing, and to see him be treated like any other teenage boy in his condition is amazing. And if you ask Cameron, he thinks he's just like any other teenager and having that same experience.
We end up beating like over 30 kids like every race, and so we're not like the best, but we're not bad.
But crossing the finish line first was never the point. Mac's only concern was crossing the finish line together.
I just love Cam. It's just like when you see someone, you're just like, oh, I love that kid. That's how it always is with Cam.
And the feeling is mutual.
I love him.
Now, Brooke Walker joins me now. And Brooke, I've met these two young men. I have never seen a closer friendship between young men.
Oh, such a special relationship and a genuine one. And I think that's really the important thing to point out. It's such a genuine friendship these boys have. Mac is the student body president at Copper Hills High School. He stays very busy, very involved, but never too busy for Cam. Cam, a bright young man in his own right, maintains a 3.6 GPA. So individually, they're amazing young men, and together, of course, they're just quite the team.
That is so inspiring. And I understand they both want to go on missions?
Yes. So Mac hopes to put him for a proselyting missions. Cam wants to obviously participate in a service mission of some sort. Cam's very anxious to serve and fulfill callings wherever he can. In fact, an interesting thing to note, the sacrament prayer is actually stored in Cam's wheelchair, so he can participate in blessing the sacrament, something he very much looks forward to.
That is fantastic. And I understand their ward has been incredibly supportive, the entire ward family.
Absolutely. Cam gets, of course, great support from Mac, but the Cobble Creek 4th Ward treats Cam just like the rest of the young men. In fact, the ward actually has a few handicapped members of their ward family. They're all so good to them. They all consider Cam a very special and important part of that ward.
Brooke, thank you so much. For a mother of teenage boys, it's great to see a positive story on youth. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, if you have a story on young men or women, please send us an email at mormontimes@ksl.com. Coming up next, a lesson in patience.
God's promises are not always fulfilled as quickly or in the way we might hope.
President Uchtdorf teaches how patience can increase our happiness.